my friend. In today's video, I want to talk about spiritual awakening and why it can be a very lonely path sometimes. Also, a big topic is after people experience some sort of awakening, like myself in the past, when I started to wake up, I felt sorry for family and friends who are still asleep and who are caught up in the matrix and constantly complaining they have no money, they pay too much taxes, they have to spend all their time working in a job they don't like, or and all this kind of stuff, and complaining about politics, complaining about healthcare system, education system. There are so many problems, so many institutions, they misuse their power. They There is a lot of manipulation, a lot of corruption in nearly every bigger institution, because they have like their status quo and they make big money with it. Some of them, they are quite happy how the world is right now. So I felt really sorry for them. I wanted them to wake up and I wanted to come together. I wanted to share information and find solutions together, that we can live more in harmony, that we can have more peace and more freedom. But like I said, some people, they don't want to wake up. Some people, or many people told me it's all conspiracy theory or whatever. And I, most of the time, I felt angry and sad at the same time. And I felt left alone and I had to go on my own journey. I had to leave most of my family and friends behind. So the new path, the unknown, it was scary to find solutions on my own, for my own life, and also to go back was also scary. I don't wanted to go back and do something I don't like and pay taxes for people who misuse my money. I, there is a lot of going on, and so I made my step, and yeah, it was the start of a lonely journey for some time. And like I said, it made me feel angry, sad. It causes me a lot of stress. I was constantly thinking, how could I wake up people? But at some point, I had enough of it. I was constantly stressed and worried, and I wanted to feel in peace. I wanted to find peace with the situation. I want to go my way, and I want also, I tried to accept other people's lives, and if they want to live a life in slavery, or if they want to live a life they don't like, I accept it. I tried my best to accept it, and to accept it and to find peace, I had to shift my perspective a little bit. It took me some time, but now I'm quite in peace. I don't try to wake other people up, and I feel a lot better now. And what helped me was, I reminded myself, when I was a little kid, I was this. If you would wake me up when I was a kid, when I was sleeping, and you would wake me up in the morning, I would be this angry, grumpy kid, because if there was something what I was looking forward to, I would wake up by myself. I put my timer and I wake up by myself when I know, oh, tomorrow is a nice day, I will do this, I will do that, I will visit friends. I had no problem with waking up. But if I had to do something like go to school or go to some event which I don't wanted to visit, I was getting grumpy at the person who, my parents, who was waking me up. And at some point I thought, oh, that's nice. It's like my family and friends are like me in the past. So sometimes it's not a good idea to wake people up or to force people to wake up with certain information or with something, because they can get really grumpy and angry. I experienced it like that. I tried my best to wake some people up, and sometimes they got mad at me. So they told me I'm wrong and whatever. And we started to argue. So at some point, I left them. I left them in their opinion. I left them with their life. I left them to do what they want to do. So, because I also think, I believe in reincarnation. I believe we are a soul in a human body, and not every one of us is here to live a life in freedom. Not everyone is here to free themselves. Not everyone is here to live a healthy life. Each and every soul has a different purpose. Each and every soul want to have a certain experience or want to have different experiences. Not every soul want to have the same experience, even if you are in the same family. And when I started to think like that, I could accept it. I could accept it that some people, they are here to experience a lot of suffering and pain, and they feel themselves like a victim. They tell you they want to change, but at the same time they tell you why they can't change. And at, at, at the beginning it was very frustrating for me, but like I said, at some point when I understood that, I was letting go. I was not so sad anymore. I stopped being angry. I told them, I'm happy for you. I wish you all the best. I want just good things for you. But I stopped to force other people to their luck or to their freedom. And it helped me not only that I felt more peaceful inside and also happier. um, I learned to go my own path, my own way, even when it's difficult. And I can tell you, maybe you already know, or maybe not, if you start to go your own way, if you face the unknown, it can be very, very scary because our ego don't want change. We, as human people, we love to be in a comfort zone, in a environment which we can predict, which we know. It feels safer. And yeah, I started to face the unknown. I was taking my own path, and I also learned to feel at home, even when I have to leave my home, even if I have to leave family and friends behind. I, I identify myself as, first of all, as a soul, which has a human body. So I'm energy. I'm mostly, every one of us is mostly energy. To 99.99%, we are energy. There's just a little bit of matter. Also, I identify myself as a human being living on planet Earth. So I call planet Earth my home. I doesn't care if the situation is so fucked up in my country or in my city or in this place where I am at the moment. I go. I go to another place. I don't have to deal with all this shit. If you can change something, if you want to change something, do something. But sometimes it takes time, or mostly it takes time, and sometimes there are just things you will have a hard time to change them. You need a lot of other people. You need to have a collective. You have to, yeah, take certain risks and steps. And sometimes it's just not worth it. Sometimes, and each and every one of us has to decide, is it worth for me to stay in this position and to do something, to fight for some change? Sometimes it's it can be better sometimes to take a step back. Sometimes it's more intelligent to go to another place, to find new people. Because I also learned my family is my blood family, but sometimes you cannot live together because of different opinions, and not only opinions. If sometimes there are many abusive relationships, toxic relationships, and so sometimes it's time to go and to realize you still have a family. You are always connected with your blood family, and also there is a soul family, a soul tribe waiting for you out there. Maybe you don't even know them yet, but when I started to move to another country and to travel around the world, I met so many great people. And often, when you at least expect it, and when you take bold moves, and when you act out of courage. So, in this video, I want to remind you, if you feel a little bit lost, or if you feel very sorry for your family, because we love them usually, so we want all the best for them, we want them to wake up, but sometimes the best thing we can do is to accept their lives they want to live, and to live our own life. Also, it's the strongest move you can make, to take responsibility about your own life, and instead of sharing information with someone and talking to someone constantly, it's better to show them. There are so many opinions. An opinion, in my perspective, is worth nothing unless you do something with it. There are so many opinions like sand on the beach. And sand on the beach, you need to build something with it, then you will have a great benefit. And it's the same with opinions. So the best thing, if you want to change something, or if you want to change another person's life, it's the best way to show them and to focus on yourself. Other people, they will be inspired by you. Maybe not everyone you like to inspire, but you will affect other people's life in a positive way if you go your own way, if you take bold moves, if you take responsibility for your life. And it starts with small steps. Each and every one of us can do something each and every day. Before we move to another country, before we open up a business, we have to care about ourselves. It starts with nutrition, with what are you consuming? not just food. Which kind of content, which kind of social media or media in general? Do you gossip with other people? Do you trash talk about other people? That's wasting your energy. You give away your power. If you are constantly worrying about politics or any shit what is going on in this crazy world, you will give your power away. You will feel restless and powerless and stressed out. Maybe some of you already experienced it. I experienced it myself, so I take control about my own life. I eat as clean food as possible, organic food. I do whatever I can. I drink a lot of water and I don't watch too violent stuff. I don't talk shit about other people, even if they hurt me, even if they gossip around me. I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. I did it. Of course, I was I was also a matrix guy one day, but I started step by step taking my power back. And it's a much more relaxed life and a much more powerful life. You will attract like minded situations and people. You have to take care about what you are thinking and feeling because our mind cannot decide if you just imagine something or if it's a real life experience. It will produce the same biochemistry in your body. It will send out the same energy. And I talk a lot because in these videos about law of attraction, it really changed my life. And I come from a very dark place with a lot of violence and drugs, abuse, alcohol, and there is a way out. You you will attract what you've been thinking about and feeling on a constant basis. So you are the average of your 5 people which you are surrounded by. You will become the average of your 5 closest people. So be careful. That's my message for today, my friends. Take your power back. Don't allow anyone to influence or to control how you think and feel. That's your greatest gift from nature, from the universe, from God, however you want to call it. It's you have your own power to decide how you respond to certain people and things, even if it's a bad situation. We always can make the best out of it. We always can learn something from it. We don't have to suffer or experience constant pain. Sometimes we have to. Of course, life can be a challenge, but we can take our power back. If we want to get rid of pain, we have to believe healing is possible. We have to believe there is something better for us. We have to believe. We have to believe that it's possible. So that's my message for today, my friends. If you want to support my channel, I would really appreciate if you write the word awake in the comment section. I would truly appreciate it. Also hit the like button if you're still here, my friend. Thank you so much for spending time with me and see you in the next